A pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you Heartland Collegiate Lacrosse action here this evening as the Earlham Quakers open up the 2019 season. They take on the Scots of Alma. Great to have you with us here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. It's a cold one here tonight, but it should be a good one for us as we open up a brand new year. Troy Naragowski along with Brandon Evans. The concern going into tonight's action already for the Earlham women's lacrosse team is injuries. They will not have Jordan Blackburn in goal here this evening, so they will have to turn to Becca Belcher, a sophomore at Bloomington North High School, to take over the duties in goal here tonight. Boy, I tell you what, that's a tough way to start a brand new season.
Yeah, and it really is when you think about all the things that you have to go through, because we don't know when she's going to be back or if she's going to be back, which, fingers crossed, hopefully she'll be back soon or sooner than later. But you got to think that you really don't have any – you want a good start to your season because that's really where you're going to get all your momentum from.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Quakers finished out last year winning their last three, outscoring their opponents 55-22, but not only do you lose Blackburn in goal, and you look at her numbers last year, a 12.63 goals against average. She had 177 saves, but then you lose Theo Hunt, who is not going to be playing tonight out of Muncie. Of course, she being a freshman is an integral part of this, so really you're already talking about a team that will have to be a man down throughout the entire matchup because now you only have 11 players on the field at one time. So that's an awful tough thing to think about, losing your goalie and being a man down already.
Right, and your goalie's big enough already because if you think, even in any sport, you go to soccer, you need to have a goalie that's used to playing goalie in goal, and you can't play without that. But now you got to worry about taking an attacker away, putting them in goal, and now you got to fill up that extra spot attacking.
Yeah. I think tonight we're going to take a break here in a couple of moments and give you the starting lineups as we go throughout this evening. But again, Emma Lady is back for the Quakers, the leading scorer for the Quakers, back after last year, 32 goals and 5 assists. And, of course, Lauren Cole at 27 goals and 4 assists for 31 points. She is back as well, and they're going to need both of them big time here tonight if the Quakers are planning on certainly doing anything for the first game of a brand new season. But we'll keep an eye on Emma Lady throughout the matchup here tonight. Talk a little bit about last year. Quakers ended up going 5-11 but 4-7 in conference play, and again winning their final three. We'll come back, starting lineups and the opening of the 2019 Earlham women's lacrosse season coming up next right here at Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Wish me luck, we've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
We check 'em better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
We are back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium as we're now moments away from the opening of this one here tonight. Cloudy skies, cool temperatures to begin the 2019 campaign. Here's how the Alma Scots will line up tonight. Mackenzie Chevalier will be starting. She's out of Fraser, Michigan. Maddie Hibbs, a defenseman, a freshman from Dexter, Michigan, also gets the start. Courtney Hartnagel, midfielder, sophomore from Midland, Michigan, also starting this evening. Haley Willman, a freshman from Hemlock, Michigan, also starting. Tori Basso gets the start, the senior from Lake Orion, Michigan. Allie Ray will be in goal tonight. Port Jefferson Station, New York. She's a junior. Olivia Benoit, along with Haley Bates, Kennedy Hilly, Lydia Miller, Kaylin Thompson, and Alyssa Gall, all starting here tonight again for Alma. As you see the two teams ready to start this one here tonight, the draw control will be important here this evening for both teams. We are underway here tonight, 2019 campaign. Quakers will be in their home whites. Alma will be in their traveling dark uniforms. Quakers will have an opportunity to score here early. We'll talk more about Alma as we go throughout the night. Here is the Quakers starting lineup this evening as well. Serena Pisacano gets the start, the freshman out of Philadelphia, along with Claudette Roskamp, Krista Kirk, Maya Claggett, Abby McCullough. And this will go over to the Scots, along with Meg Murphy. We mentioned Becca Belcher will be in goal. Raven Thibodeau also starting, the senior from Alaska Anchorage. Emma Lady, the junior out of Richmond, Indiana. Alexis Warren and Yusra Manor also getting the start tonight for the Quakers. Benoit now for Alma. Again, the women's game will play in thirds of the field, and right now the attacking side here for Alma looking for their first opportunity to score here tonight. Keep an eye on Becca Belcher. As we mentioned, her natural position is a defenseman, but in goal because of the injury to Jordan Blackburn. As there is a ground ball, and it'll be scooped up or nearly scooped up by Earlham's Meg Murphy. And now the Quakers on to the Reed defend as they'll transition back, and the power play will always be on tonight for Alma, simply because now it won't be scored that way, but because they'll always have a man up in this one here tonight. Our first opportunity for the Quakers, and that'll be a save on a low shot that time. Looked like that may have been number 8, Claudette Roskamp, there for the Quakers. And now we'll see a return once again on the opportunity for Earlham. Quakers have the first ground ball possession of the night. That'll be a key for the Quakers, too, how many possessions they will hold on to. And we have a whistle and a stoppage of play. Beginning, the game has changed a little bit over the years where they no longer stop and everybody just kind of freezes. They can play on after a whistle.
Kind of like soccer.
Yeah, exactly. Here's Emma Lady for the Quakers. Opportunity just inside the 8, and the Quakers nothing there. And once again, we'll reset it at the 12. And once again, Earlham being very patient, ball control early. And if you know the Earlham system, the one thing they really try to do is play a lot of motion. Coach will talk about that as Lindsay Brunfast. We met with her earlier this week. The one thing she likes to do is pass and cut, keep people moving, try to read as much as you can. As the Quakers once again.
But Troy, the biggest problem with that is you really can't do that when you only have
when you're down.
No substitutes.
Yeah.
You're down a person already, and now you're going to tire your players out.
Quakers rolling behind the crease, trying to find an opportunity. The shot clock is down to 2. Got to get a shot off right here, and that will be a shot clock violation against Earlham. So they ran the entire 90 seconds down and didn't even get a shot at that possession. 26-12 remaining here in the first half of play. The women play 30-minute halves. The men play in quarters. Back the other way, it will be Hartnagel, the sophomore out of Midland, Michigan. Yeah, Quakers are going to play from a defensive standpoint. Is Earlham able to get the ground ball? And now we have a whistle, and we may have a stoppage of play. We will at the 25, just over the 25-minute mark. They're going to reset the shot clock. I think they'd run it down. It's going to be put back to 90. So the Quakers in possession as they will now head the other way. Cross midfield, and, of course, Emma Lady, big year last year, 32 goals. They'll count on more from her now that the Quakers are down in numbers. Emma Lady will wear number 18 this year. Boy, nice pass inside, but it's going to be taken away. That's a turnover, and that'll reset the shot clock now for Alma.
And really, Troy, that right there was pretty much just a desperation chance, and you got to expect a lot of those coming from the Quakers today, as like we've already said multiple times, they're down, and that's going to be a huge factor.
There's another turnover. The official signaling the shot clock again to be reset for the Quakers. Here is Roskamp inside the 8, and the first goal is scored by Claudette Roskamp, the freshman out of Chesterfield, Missouri, and the Quakers lead it 1-0.
And this is just the hope. This is just the start they were hoping for, Troy, because really you got to be coming in with some doubts.
Yeah.
You're down already. Alma's got a pretty good depth because I think they got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players at least that I see on their bench.
Well, you make a good point.
You don't have any substitutes at all.
Yeah, you're talking about nobody on the sideline there for the Quakers. They're going to play the entire 60 minutes going up and down the field. And, again, you're playing on a bigger field because the women play 120 by 65. So this is going to be a tough night condition-wise and a cool night as well, but that's a good start. Back once again for the draw control. Let's see if the Quakers can get the draw control in this one as well. So Earlham on top 1-0 with, again, just under the 24:30 mark coming up, and a whistle. That'll go back over again to Alma. They'll go on the attack once again as Tori Basso, the senior out of Lake Orion, Michigan, now leading the attack. The Quakers in their transition to redefend. They'll get another ground ball. Change of possession if they can get it right here as that ball stays just outside the 12, and still no clear possession until right there. So the Quakers get a ground ball possession, and now will go in transition themselves. Quakers do a nice job as that ball is out of the reach of Roskamp, and a turnover there for the Quakers. Last year, Earlham ended up with 407 turnovers, and that's an area where they really want to control this year is holding on to the ball better than they did a year ago. They did win 318 ground balls. As you get a look at Olivia Benoit, the junior for Alma. And the official will now begin play once again. That's Benoit. Inside the restraining line, a chance now for Alma. See if the Quakers can defend right here, and there's a turnover once again for Alma. Good job for Earlham, able to getting a turnover once again inside the 12, and here come the Quakers back the other way, Pisacano, and that's going to be a foul against the Scots. Number 4, that was Hartnagel. And there's another one. That'll stay with the Quakers. Hartnagel gets 2 in a row right there.
Within 5.
Shot clock still at 60. They do not reset that on the minor foul. It was, again, both those minor fouls. As now the Quakers with the turnover. Alma will get it back as we are now down to 22-27. Crowd not too bad here tonight for a opening night as cold as it is. There's Hartnagel, who had
better than the 9 we had when we started.
Yeah, it was a little slim pickings early, but again, your season opener here tonight. We get a chance. We'll talk about the Quakers' season as a whole, as the Scots will have the possession. Earlham again playing a man down. They're going to have to really, I would imagine at this point, play a lot of zone because you can't cover everybody when you're down a man. Alma with Benoit just above the 12 as the Quakers defend to the inside once again, and will look behind the cage. Ball loose, ground ball picked up, turnover again for Alma, and the Quakers come away with a redirect here for Alma as they have to get back on defense. Quakers able to get it and on the attack once again, and we've got a stoppage of play. We've got a foul here.
And there, Troy, number 17 Hunt's got to be careful. You got to keep both hands on the stick while you're running with it, or else they're going to stop play and change possession.
See if we have a free position shot here, or looks like that's going to be the case, a free position shot on the right hash mark. Or is it going to be left? It is going to be where? Where do they put the ball? It's kind of hard to pick up where the...
Kind of in the middle.
Yeah, they have done it right in the middle. Usually it's a hash mark left or right. For that ball.
She was going straight up the middle, though.
Yeah.
Usually it's coming from a side, so she was coming straight up the middle. So you got to imagine that's where they put it.
And they do put it at the 8-meter line for those of you that are wondering. So Quakers have a chance to go up 2-0 here in the first half of play. 21-13 remaining in the first half. In goal once again, Allie Ray. And that one is low on the shot. Ray able to get a stick on that one, and that'll be a save for Allie Ray. Good attempt on the free position shot there for the Quakers. So now redirect once again for Earlham as they're trying to prevent Alma from getting loose here on the near side. It'll go out of bounds. That one just out of the reach of Kaylin Thompson. So a turnover once again for Alma. Well, you have to be encouraged early, especially since, again, you're down with your goalkeeper. You're down in position players. And I'd say
they are, because they just survived 10 minutes, put a goal on the board, and they're a person down against a very, in my opinion, a strong Alma.
Yeah, especially first game of the year as the Quakers once again work it to the near side. Good look at number 7, Pisacano there for the Quakers. She's a field hockey player, so knows how to handle that stick. Here's another one, Alexis Warren, field hockey player for the Earlham field hockey team, as he rolls behind the crease, and that's going to stop play. The official says, nope, can't do that, and so see if this will go back over to Alma right here. Alexis Warren asking what the penalty might have been, or the foul was.
Makes you a little curious, don't it?
It does. Well, and things have changed in the game from what we understand in the game of women's lacrosse. They've tried to make it a little more up-tempo and such, and that's what we're seeing here as the Quakers get back on defense once again. The re-defend for Earlham. They've been able to stop Alma so far here in the first half. You know, the one thing that is impressive so far about Earlham, just from the standpoint, not only able to defend and you're down in numbers, but they've been on this side of the field more often than that side.
And which is good for I can't remember her name. What?
Are you talking about the keeper, which, yeah, you're certainly right, Becca Belcher.
Becca Belcher. I couldn't remember her last name.
So now the Quakers on the attacking side. They had it in the crease for a moment. And now they'll work from behind once again. And the pass in front at the 8, and that was Roskamp again there for the Quakers, and another save by Allie Ray.
It's a good save as well.
Quakers will try to at least force the action right there. They brought up one of their defenders to try to get the ball out of the possession of Ray, and now Alma on the attack the other way as that ball comes loose. And now the Quakers back on the re-defend. Got to get back quickly as that will be knocked down. Good defense by the Quakers. That was Abby McCullough there for Earlham, able to get a stick on that ball. And again, the Quakers will come back.
And you have to think Becca Belcher's just sitting there with a sigh of relief, don't you?
Boy, no kidding. And that was a nice defensive play, and the Quakers have numbers right here. That looks like that's Emma Lady in control as they'll work it again behind the crease and try to create a line up the middle once again. And we have a foul call again, and we may have a free position shot. By the way, after this one here today in the season opener, Muskegon will be in town on the 28th as the Quakers have their first two matches here at home.
Which is always good momentum as well.
That ball was shot low, picked up there on the scoop by the keeper, Allie Ray.
And Allie Ray's done a great job tonight, well, with the exception of the one goal, of course, but I think she's done wonderful so far.
Yeah, the one goal she gave up early, but has settled in so far. In the last 3 attempts as the Alma ball goes down past the end line, but it'll be picked up.
And Troy, go back to the conversation a moment ago. You're always going to give up goals. Marc-Andre Fleury, one of the greatest goaltenders for ice hockey.
There's your goal.
In the National Hockey League. He gives up goals all the time.
Yeah.
But he's one of the better ones in the National Hockey League, too. So you just kind of got to pick and choose, pretty much. Well, take what you can, I guess I could say.
I'm going to say who scored that goal. I didn't hear the official announcement. We'll look on the stat sheet, live stats on GoEarlham.com as we go as well. But that goal scored at 17:08 here in the first half. Once we get the official word on the, looks like we have a timeout before we will do anything else. We will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. With 17:08 to go here in the first half, we're tied at 1. This is Earlham Women's Lacrosse right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond. Back once again here at Darrell Bean Stadium on the campus of Earlham College. After that last goal, by the way, was credited to Olivia Benoit. Her first goal of the 2019 season. So back to the draw in the middle. The draw control won by the Quakers. Here comes Emma Lady. Lady on the charge. Great quickness for the Quakers. The nice cutback inside the 12 to the 8. And a whistle. Boy, Emma Lady, you watch her play soccer and how quick she is. As we have a free position shot here, you can see how she really picked up the game of lacrosse in a great way. And I always go back, I remember talking to her a little bit last year. Richmond had 2 players that were basketball players and went to Northwestern. Basketball didn't turn out what they wanted. They ended up in lacrosse, and it ended up being All-Americans for like 2 or 3 years in a row.
Crazy how some things work out, isn't it?
Well, and certainly for her, they were about the same size, the Custer twins. And the Quakers will score on the free position shot, leading it 2-1. So Emma Lady there for the Quakers again a year ago, 32 goals and 5 assists. She gets her first goal of the 2019 season. So the free position shot pays dividends for the Quakers. That will come at the 16:38 mark here in the first half, and Earlham now leads it 2-1. So back once again to the draw. Whatever changes, and again, I'm not an aficionado on women's lacrosse, but whatever changes they made over the last couple of years, at least talking with Coach Grunfast, they really like it. The pace of the game has picked up. There's not as many stoppages, and I think the players enjoy it as well.
And I think that's great as long as you have substitutes on your bench, because your players are going to get a lot more tired with this fast-paced offense.
Well, here's Benoit. As now you'll see the Alma Scots will set it up. Quakers, again, pretty much, you could say it looks like a zone, but again, they're trying to keep everybody in front of them as much as they can to help out their keeper once again. Becca Belcher playing goalie because of the injury to Jordan Blackburn. Inside the 8 now, ball is on the field, and a 50-50 opportunity. Both teams trying to scramble for the loose ball, and it looks like it'll stay here with the Scots. By the way you get a chance, we'll run down the preseason poll in the HCLC. There are 7 teams in the conference. 6 of those belonging to the HCAC. 1 is Thomas More. That makes up your 7. Good look here at Alma once again as the Quakers. Well, you see the one player going through. That was Meg Murphy. She's really keeping an eye on one of the offensive players for Alma. And there's a goal right in front of the keeper, Becca Belcher, and it's tied at 2 apiece at 15-15. Well, Benoit gets number 2. So Benoit with her second goal.
Hoping for the hat trick.
May get more. Really good play right in front of the crease there, and so now we're tied at 2 apiece.
And Troy, we heard that they were going to be down, and we didn't know if this was going to be, we thought this may have been a long night, but this turns out to have been quite a good game. So far, at least.
Yeah. My concern will be the same as yours, is when will the Quakers wear down?
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're talking about 120 yards where some of these players have to go up and down, and I just don't know how much long you can keep up that pace. So the numbers game may be in effect at some point here tonight. Another draw here. See if the Quakers can get the draw. And they will. Well, maybe. Got to scoop that ball up here, and it's still loose. And the 50-50 ball eventually won by Alma. And there is Benoit once again. She has been a thorn in the side of the Quakers here early. Speaking with Coach Grunfast, she loves to play the man-to-man. Just keep everybody in front of her, of the offensive players. That is Benoit out front. And you can see how Alma really spreading the field here as they get the pass inside the 12, around the 8, as the ball comes loose in front of Belcher. Official underneath blowing that ball dead, and now they will continue play, and it'll go back to the Quakers. So that will be a turnover there for Alma. And now Alma will redefend. Quakers good passing early. Past the restraining line, and now a chance to get into scoring position here once again. Good pass to the inside. Meg Murphy, no. Good save. Yeah, Ray gets the save. And back over again to Alma.
And it's going to be a good stop again for Belcher, which me and you had some questions. Were pretty questionable about it because we didn't know how she was going to do because, well, she's never played goalie that we know of unless it was in, high school or something like that.
Yeah, well, and that's a tough thing to do for anybody, whether you're playing defense or you're in goal, or that you're just so unfamiliar with what to expect. You don't get many reps, and you haven't had many reps in practice as, again, we have another stoppage of play here, but that's one thing about it on that fast break right there for the Quakers. I think they're going to have to get a lot of fast break points here just to try to take the pressure off of her.
Right, and it looks like we're going to get another free position shot, but I think that was the call at least. I couldn't.
Yep.
It looks like they're going to take that from the mid-right hash, and it's
this is number 3 now, right? This is the third.
Yeah, this is the third, and only one successful. So they're 33% from the free position shot, and it's going to be Alma's turn to try to turn this tie game into a lead.
By Ray gets another save there for Alma as well.
And one thing I'm noticing from Alma that's been really good is the passing game, and they're not really hogging the ball much, trying to charge over excessively, because they know if they can get good position on Belcher tonight that they're going to take it any chance they get. Belcher, as we've said, not usually in goal. Yes, this is the first game of the season, but really has not had much time to prepare for a different position either. She was thrown in, a week or two ago?
Maybe been last week or so. Well, watch her positioning, holding the stick high, and one thing about it is she's making sure that the angle is, the ball's on the right side, she's angling to that side, which would be her left, not leaving much room on that post. That wasn't a great shot that time by Alma, but the one thing about it is it didn't fool your keeper Belcher. She stayed with it on that right side, kept the stick high. And here's another opportunity for the Quakers.
It's going to be another fast break, and that's going to be number 10, it looks like, but I don't see a number 10 on the roster.
I think it's Emma Lady, isn't it? 18?
Yeah, 18, that's Emma Lady.
Yeah, Lady's going to be a player that's going to be around that thing all night long. Anytime you want an opportunity to get on a fast break, it's going to be Emma Lady.
Sorry, Troy. And you got to imagine so because she's already had one goal. I'm not sure. I can't remember whose the second one belongs to.
Rosecamp got the other one. It was Claudette who picked up the first goal. But Emma Lady want that, certainly the ball on her head, and she's controlling it once again. Well, that time she dropped it.
What an opportunity that would have been, but just got knocked out of her hand, really.
Well, she lost control right outside the 8, and that would have been a great chance. And you going head-to-head with the opposing keeper and Allie Ray right in front of her.
And it's going to be the really Alma all-star right now, Benoit with the ball.
Now, I want you to watch here. Watch how the Earlham players will slide into a different position to try to make sure that if the ball goes right or left, and there's your slide. That's a good slide on the near side.
And I don't know about you, but it looks to me like it's a nice mixture between man and zone because man, they're right on top of them, but zone, they'll back up. They'll give them some space.
Well, that's why it's important for them to slide where they need to go. Now, there's nobody in the middle. You got to get somebody back to the middle.
Well, the good thing is that you have people on the other side that are paying attention enough to where they can play heads-up lacrosse and get right to the middle and stop it just like they did right there.
And we're under the 10-minute mark now here in the first half.
And it's going to be Benoit yet again, setting up the Alma offense, and she's been around it all game. And I think that's going to be the person they really have multiple people on this lineup, but that's the one person who's really stuck out up here.
You know, the one thing you haven't seen them do much is they don't go behind the goal very much so far in their possessions. Earlham has done it a couple of times, but Alma has not. That shot was a little high and wide there by Benoit once again.
And that shot's going to go off goal. And so far, Alma only has 4 shots on goal, but 5 shots total. So if you're looking at it, 4 out of 5 shots on goal, I'll take my chances on that. But Earlham has been 8 out of 8 on goal so far tonight.
And that, by the way, that foul's going to go against Alma, so the Quakers are going to get a chance to go back on offense once again.
And the Quakers' biggest thing is they have to capitalize on these opportunities, and I think they have so far, in my opinion. And the chase down by number 7. My name's not coming up really well. Do you have it in front of you by chance?
Your name.
Her name on my roster.
Oh, you don't have all the names on your roster?
I have everything but the top 2. They're not coming up for some reason.
Oh, you talking about?
I put them in a bad spot.
Oh, you talking about Earlham?
Yeah.
Oh, Pisacon and Rosecamp? Guess you're going to have to get another roster because you're not taking mine. No, here.
I'm not going to take yours. All I need to do is put a piece of paper behind it.
Oh, I see. In other words, you have a reflection behind it.
Pretty much. And another fast break is going to be, I couldn't tell if Ray got a piece of that or not.
She did. I think she was on that post on the right side. Ended up getting just a piece of it at the last second.
And I think she's been pretty solid in here, but they're going to get it looked like it was just barely inside, but I think they're going to say no goal here.
We may be looking at another opportunity here for the Quakers on a free position shot, which I believe is now number 4.
I think it's actually Alexis Warren taking the shot. And it is, and it's going to be blocked by Ray. And that shot is going to be on goal. And Alma is going to finally be across the 30. And they're going to call it a turnover.
Yeah.
Saw the referee signal something. I couldn't quite make it out.
Well, who do the Quakers get it back? Emma Lady once again.
And Emma Lady's just been pretty solid, but what I like is she doesn't keep it to herself. She likes to spread it around. And number 12, Abby, how do you pronounce her last name?
McCullough.
McCullough?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to pronounce it wrong, but Abby McCullough is another person who's really had the ball quite a bit tonight, and she's someone you'd like to see get a goal when she could right there.
Well, she ended up, well, she lost control of it on the drive toward.
Yeah, I noticed that right after I said it.
Right there as she got set to maybe get her feet planted and turn the body and get herself in position to shoot, but then it came out of the head and by that time was picked up by the keeper.
And this is going to be really good defense here by the Quakers, and it's going to force Alma to retreat backwards, but it's not going to stop them. They're going to take the same route they wanted to up across the court. They're going to get a deep pass down to the 10-yard line. They're going to pass it inside. They're going to lose control, and it is going to be another turnover, Quaker possession. And the Quakers are walking on thin ice right there, walking right next to the out-of-bounds line, but it doesn't matter. They're going to throw it, and it's going to be intercepted anyways. And Troy, it looks like Earlham's finally got a student section right in front of us, of all places.
Here's a chance now from behind the cage now. Now you'll notice the keeper again, Belcher, working off that right post, so she's going to make sure he takes away an angle there. And trying to create the line there.
And the referee's going to stop play. I think she's going to signal for a free possession shot, which means Belcher's going to have the most pressure she has had all night. And this could be bad for Becca Belcher.
Well,
this is where we see where that preparation came in.
Yeah, but now watch the angle here. There's what you would consider when you talk about the inside roll. We talked about a little while ago, try to make that turn.
And that was just a great job by the Quakers, knowing the situation, knowing that Becca Belcher's not a goalkeeper. So get in there, take the pressure off of her, and get the ball back and not even give her a chance to miss the save.
Well, you've got another free position shot again, so. This from that left hash mark. That's a good save again by Belcher.
I think Belcher's done great, and I think this is where her defensive prowess has come in, because she's been a deep defensive player for so long that it's kind of just instinctual once you get to goalkeeper, to just do what they do.
Well, again, only giving up the 2 goals in the first half.
So far, there's still a lot of lacrosse to be played.
And another shot that goes wide, and it may have been Kaylin Thompson on the shot. Hard to see. Again, we're several yards away from the actual play itself. 3:47 to go here in the first half, and again tied at 2 apiece. That's going to be an obvious foul, that time with the stick toward the head, and that's going to be a yellow. That was a nice call because it was Alexis Warren who was making her way down the field and got checked right there by Haley Willman, and so Willman is going to end up with a 2-minute yellow. First yellow of the contest. Anytime that you get a stick around the head area because of the safety issue, you're going to end up with a yellow.
Nobody wants any staples here.
So now the advantage, well, now you're looking back as they will reset the shot clock. Now you're looking at even. We're not talking about man up here for Alma as you're coming back now and with at least the next couple of minutes. Now if the Quakers score, they'll get that player back. And they score. There is Rosekamp again. Second goal.
I don't think these bleachers are made for such excitement, Troy.
You know what I always find fascinating is that after every goal, the official has to check the head to make sure that it is still legal, because sometimes players or whatnot, they end up maybe fiddling with it a little bit too much and end up with too much give, and they don't want that to happen. So every time a goal is scored, the player has to drop the stick, and then you end up getting more, the official looking at it even more. So even after the opening of the contest.
Well, there's always room for putting something in there.
I'm going to tell you what, for Earlham, though, every time they score, how are they going to have time to do it because nobody can go to the sidelines. So Earlham now 3-2 lead here in the first half.
Pass it in from the coach.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it, right?
Quakers able to drive the goal once again, and Rosekamp gets another goal for the Quakers, and they win yet another draw. Here they come again.
And on the fast break, and they're going to score again.
Guess who?
I don't know.
Claudette Rosekamp again. And that was great because they came right off the draw, and Alma had no chance in their transition because Earlham was so fast down the field.
And that's exactly how they're going to have to get this. They're going to have to get quick, snappy strikes, because we've seen it every time. When they've scored, it's either been once off the fast break, 2 times off of a free position shot, and then once off of a bad transition by Alma.
Yeah, and very seldom have they done anything in the half where, like you say in basketball, a half-court offense, you really haven't done much there, but again on the fast break, they've been really good tonight. So now 4 first-half goals. Let's see if they can win another draw here. Three minutes remaining now in the first half.
And Earlham's going to come away with it again.
Claudette's having a big first half.
I'd say so.
Now chance here. Now this is again rolling behind the crease, see if they can find something and create that line, but they're not going to.
And Troy, probably the hardest part about picking up the ball when it gets down is just like that, is you can't cover it and scoop it up. You got to kind of push it forward, and when there's a stick right there, you can't. There's nowhere to push it forward to unless you're putting it in someone else's head.
Yeah, you get that ball in the head of that. If you ever seen those up close, you don't have a whole lot of room to maneuver.
That's why you see them. They're rocking it back and forth just to keep a hold of it.
And, of course, the defensive player is always trying to knock it out of your possession. As it looks like we may have another free position shot here for the Quakers. Ball just in front of the crease, and Earlham unable to get the goal on that possession, so back over to Alma. And we are down to our final 2 minutes of the first half.
I think it's been a great 2 minutes. What do you think, Troy?
Again, when you're talking about the circumstances that they had coming in, speaking of the Quakers, chance to get on top when you're down a man throughout the entire contest. Your backup, well, what is now a backup goalie getting the start because of the injury, I'll take it. And I would have ventured to say that Coach Grunfast is not, she has to be pleased so far as well.
Right, and there's not many negatives you can take out of this. You came in, you had to have some doubts, as I said, and there's not really much you can look forward to in this game. And I don't think many people expected to come out and be up by 2 almost into the second half.
I'll tell you what, the passing's been pretty good early. That's Murphy with Alexis Warren there as well, trying to get a shot on goal. But you look at the passing, it went 1-2, got Murphy into position. Though she really didn't get a strong shot, she was able to find Alexis Warren just in front of the cage there. They were able to beat, again, Alma down the field, and that's been the key so far. Their quickness has gotten Alma in trouble a couple of times.
And we're going to get another free position shot. This time it's going to be number 22, Alexis Warren.
Tried to go low on that one and almost got it on the second bounce. Ray went low to the right side. Ball came back to her left and nearly found its way into the cage. Well, I don't know about you, but I think that the free position shot numbers, you'll probably find those at halftime. The Earlham really dominating in that area. That and 2, they won the draw control from about the very beginning of this one.
And they're going to be playing a little bit more half court this time. And we're going to get a far shot up to the corner. And they're going to try to drive it inside. And Belcher's going to get another good save. And she's going to run out of goal. And that, you got to think that's really dangerous, because if she stays outside of goal, then and she has to pass it in then, and there's nobody else in goal. But that is going to be the half. We are going to take a quick break, and we will be back with a little bit of stats and what we think they can do a little bit better in the halftime adjustments. We'll be right back. You're watching Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Naragowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
We are back here in this one. Brendan Evans alongside Troy Derengowski here. And so far I think we've got a pretty good matchup as the Quakers are leading Alma 4-2.
Well, you know what, you've got a good one for the simple fact is the circumstances we pointed out earlier, and you're going to get to the first half stats here, and that is you came in shorthanded. You were a man down throughout the entire first half, other than the one yellow we had for Alma, and then that didn't last very long because Earlham scored right after that.
Right.
But then you figure, I don't know how many shots Becca Belcher has had to defend, but it hasn't been many thanks to what you've done offensively. You've kept the ball in the Alma territory longer than probably Alma wanted it to. You go back to the other side. I thought the slides were really good for the Quakers. We talked about the slide to the right side. We saw the slide back to the top. They were covering everybody they needed to cover, so there weren't very many times where you saw Alma dive in and get closer to the crease like they wanted to. I got to give credit again to what they've done offensively, but I think what's more impressive to me, what they've done on the defensive side.
Right, and the big thing for them is, I just want to go back to what you said just a moment ago is, they had that yellow card, pulled the person out for 2 minutes. Well, it didn't end up being 2 minutes because they ended up scoring, 10 seconds after that?
Yeah.
Just makes you think of their next game as being next Saturday, and that's a home game as well. If they can do that with even strength, imagine what they can do at even strength if they can get someone off the IR to come back into even play.
Well, and hopefully that's the case for Jordan Blackburn. And, and the other thing is about that first half, you win the draw control, you win the ground ball, the 50-50 ball as we call it. You've got all those factors that have gone your way in the first half. And, again, I think the numbers will show it once you start going through some of those first half numbers.
All right, and I'm going to bring it over to the stats here. I'm going to do the team stats first. Earlham has 16 shots, 15 of those on goal. Only 1 out of 5 had only one free possession shot was hit out of 5. Couldn't figure out how to work.
In other words, they're 1 of 5 in the free possessions.
Yes.
Okay.
3 saves so far. They've had 4 goal controls. 4 draw controls, 12 ground balls they've picked up, which is actually really good because we talked about how difficult it is to do that, especially when you think about Alma only having 5. Earlham so far is at 12 turnovers. They have caused 2, and they have 2 fouls. If you look over at Alma, Earlham definitely has the favors in the numbers so far. Alma has 7 shots, 5 of those on goal. No free possession shots at all.
Yeah.
11 saves, 3 draw controls, 5 ground balls, 16 turnovers. They've caused 1, and they have 1 foul.
Right.
The only thing that they have the Quakers in is saves, and that is 11-3. And I think that biggest thing is, 1, the Quakers are on top of it in their defense because they know that Becca Belcher is not used to being in goal, and they're going to have to help her out a little bit.
Well, that also means you're getting more shot opportunities. So they got more saves, but that only means you're getting more shots at the opposing side. So that's another plus in the first half.
Right. Just to go over the individual stats real quick, we're going to go in goal. Allie Ray has 4 11 saves, sorry, and she has a 73 save percentage, which is actually really good. I know we were up here talking in lacrosse, it's always a low field save percentage. And just to look over at Becca Belcher, she's sitting at 60.
Yeah.
So it's pretty close for their save percentages, but if you think about it, really who has the better save percentage? Because Becca Belcher's had 3 saves, I think, out of...
she's had 3 saves.
Come back up here. She's had 3 saves out of 5.
Yeah.
They haven't had very many shot opportunities.
Yeah, that's right. They aren't getting the scoring opportunities that Earlham did in the first half.
Right.
So.
Benoit. Excuse me. Sorry. Benoit is leading so far with 2 goals for Alma. Excuse me. Sorry, that was weird. Basso has 2 shots, 1 goal, and 3 turnovers. Alyssa Gall has 4 turnovers. Kaylin Thompson has 1 turnover. And that is pretty much it for Alma. And if you look over, Roskamp has 3 goals, 4 shots, and 2 turnovers. Pisacano has 2 shots and 1 turnover. Krista Kirk has 2 shots. Meg Murphy has 2 shots and 2 turnovers. And Alexis Warren has 4 shots. And we are going to bring it back into play now. And we are going to get it started. We're going to put up the 30 minutes on the clock. And they're going to get underway here shortly. Or at least I hope. I don't even see the referees on the field yet. Okay, they're up in the top corner making their way out. So we are going to get this underway now. And taking the face-off for the Quakers is going to be Claudette Rosekamp. And I think the biggest thing for Alma is going to be getting more shot opportunities, because they will not win this game tonight if they cannot get more shot opportunities. And for Earlham, they have to stay with the quick, snappy shots, because that's ultimately what got them 3 out of those 4. All right, finally getting underway here. We are waiting for the referee to walk away. And there's the whistle, and we are finally underway. Clock is started, and it looks like the Quakers are going to get a quick, fast break, and they're going to take a shot and a score, and that's going to be number 8, Claudette Rosekamp. Excuse me. And that is going to be exactly what I was talking about. They have to keep up the quick shots and the quick shot attempts, and that was just a perfectly placed shot right to the right side of the goalkeeper. And right here, we're just waiting for the referees to check with each other and make sure that this goal stands. And they said the goal stands. They're checking Claudette's stick now. It looks good, and that is going to be a goal for Earlham, and it is going to be a 3-point lead now, and that's going to be come in the 6-second mark of the second half. And it sounds like Claudette has her very own fan section over here to the side of us. And it looks like the referees are in communication with the press box up top. And they're finally coming out for the face-off. No, they're going to... All right, we're finally getting underway now. We were just, I guess there was an issue up in the press box, and I'm not exactly sure what just happened, but it is going to be Alma possession, and the Quakers are going to go on to defense, which they have strived in tonight. And it's going to be a quick turnover, it looks like, if they can maintain position for a second. Ball's all over the place, and the referee signals for the shot clock to be restarted. It's going to be number 18, and that's going to be the all-star for tonight, Emma Lady. She's going to be one of the players to watch in the second half so far. And it looks like Earlham's going to get a quick shot again, as they've got two people on one trying to get the ball. And it's going to be tossed out of bounds, and it's going to be Alma possession. And just to update you guys a little bit, on that last goal, the officials were not happy with the clock not stopping and the 90 seconds resetting. At least that's what I'm being told. And Quakers looked like they had a shot on goal, and that is going to leave the goaltender, Allie Ray, with the ball, waiting for someone to come up into position to take this inbound, I guess you could say. I don't really know what the term is for that. But the problem is the Quakers are playing such good defense that there's no opening for anything, really. And coming up the field is going to be number 8, Tori Basso. And almost a turnover, but it's going to be Basso tossing it back, and the signal referee signals for a stoppage. And it's going to go back to Alma. It's going to stay here. And they are going to restart their offensive attack. And one thing I've noticed throughout the course of this game is Alma likes to sit back and take their time and use the shot clock to their extent. But it's down at 3 seconds. They're going to have to get a shot off quick. And it looks like it's going to be a shot clock violation, and it is. And you guys could hear the student section kind of going along with that, and Quakers are going to get the ball back here. And I think the Quakers have done a really good job so far of keeping Alma in check offensively. And they got a really good opportunity right in front of the cage there, but Allie Ray is able to get a hold of it, and she's going to launch it down to the 35-yard line. And she's going to start her fast break opportunity straight up on the left hash, and she's going to pass it underneath to number 24, but she's going to miss it, and it's going to go back behind the crease. And that's going to start the Earlham turnover, and she drops the ball on the pass, though, and it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a scruff for it, and Earlham's going to come away with it. That's number 14, Meg Murphy. She's going to come up on the right hash, and she's going to be stopped. She's going to be met by number 10, Shellman. And it looks like Earlham's going to take more of the approach in this period of play of trying to set up the play more so in front of the net than they did in the first half. And we had a referee stop the play again, and it looked like she had a yellow card in her hand, but I think she put it away, and they're signaling for a free possession shot now, and Becca Belcher has got to be sweating at this point. She's not taken very many free possession shots so far. And that's going to be an unsuccessful free possession shot yet again for Alma. They have not been able to complete one of those all night. And the official saw something that I didn't, and the top left corner of your screen away from the ball, and it's going to cause stoppage yet again. And we're finally getting repositioned here so we can get back underway. I think they're going to give them a free possession shot here, but who really knows right now? And they signaled for this clock to stop. So we are going to sit at the 23-minute mark for right now. And it was a yellow. I couldn't see they put it away before they even. And with it being a yellow, Alma is going to have the two-man advantage now. And they are going to be unsuccessful yet again with the free possession shot. And the Quakers are not going to play conservative at all here with being down 2 players. And they're going to go full-on attack. And it's going to be number 18, and that's Emma Lady. She's going to set up the Quaker attack. And the thing about this right here is the Quakers have not been able to successfully set up a take your time play, I guess you could say, as they really want to slow down and set something up, and the official stops play for just a moment again. And I can't tell a number, but they are going straight up the middle and had a really good shot opportunity, but great job by the goalkeeper, Ray, to keep that out of there. As they're going to give it to, I think that's number 16 or 26, either or. And gets it to number 24, gets it to number 15 right in front of the goal, and that's going to go in the back of the net, and it's going to be a pending goal.
Goal by number 15, Olivia Benoit.
And the referee signals good goal, so that's going to be Alma's 3rd goal and cuts the lead down to 2. And in any sport, you cannot take the lead just like that, especially after a 3-possession or 3-goal deficit. And you have to kind of eat away at that, and the good thing is you have half an hour to do that. And so we're going to set up the face-off yet again. And Alma's going to get control of it and maintain it. It didn't look like they would keep it for just a moment. And they're going to go straight up the far sideline. And lost the ball for just a moment. It's back behind the crease, right behind the cage. And Basso's going to pitch it back to number 15, right outside of the 12-meter mark. And keeping Alma out on the perimeter like that is good, because that's such a hard angle to score from, and from that you really have to bank it off something to put it in there, and you don't have anyone right in front of the goal except for Becca Belcher. And that's going to be put out of bounds, but they're going to say Earlham touched it last, so Alma's going to keep the possession arrow. And they're going to put it in, but not before the referee calls a penalty. So that's going to be no goal, I believe. Okay. So the referees came together, and they're going to call that a good goal, which means they're cutting the deficit down to 4. And you can hear the Alma players cheering for that. This half has definitely been all controlled by Alma so far. So that's going to put us back up at the face-off at the 50-yard line at midfield. And Alma's going to get control of it again, but they're going to blow the whistle, but they're going to keep play running. And the 15 had a really good opportunity there, but just missed it with a high pass to number, I thought it was 24, Kaylin Thompson. Looked right over the number. So Quakers are going to get the chance, and they're going to call that a turnover. The Quakers are going to get another chance to come back at this. And after a really good setup, that was kind of a lot going on for Earlham to try to keep up with. Kind of had players going every which way. And that's going to tie the game up. And they're going to call a timeout down on the ground, so we're going to take a timeout up here as well. You're watching the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Scoreboard right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
All right, we are back here, and we have a tie ball game so far, and it has been all Alma so far this half. Alma pretty much just came out of the gates and took over, came back from a 3-point deficit, and there was an Alma player down on the ground, looked like she was trying to draw a foul and get possession back for her team, but Quakers are going to take it back behind the cage into the crease. And that's one thing the Quakers have done excellently is keeping the pass rolling. It's been excellent ball movement. And there's another example right there. She's going to get a good scoring chance and takes it and scores. That's going to be a goal for Earlham. And give me just a moment to see a number. I think that was... And she's looking the wrong way, so I cannot see the back of her jersey here. And that was number 8, Krista Kirk. Sorry, Claudette Roskamp. And that's going to give Earlham back the lead after they struggled and gave up 3 unanswered goals in about 12 minutes. And so that's going to put us back at midfield for a face-off, and Earlham's going to get it and start their attack at the 15-yard line. And it's going to go behind the crease, and they're going to get another good scoring opportunity, but it got kicked away last second. And it looked like Ray got just a piece of it, but still on its way and got kicked out. I couldn't tell if that was Ray kicking it away or not, but the Quakers are going to get a free position shot out of it. And it looks like it's going to be Emma Lady taking it. And great job by Ray just kicking that up, but the Quakers are going to keep possession, and it's going to stay on this side of the field. And they called, and that was a great, I guess you could say, a flop there. That was a great job drawing the foul. And I'm not really sure how they gave it to Alma after that, but it's going to go back the other way. And Earlham pretty much had them pinned up there, went out of bounds it looks like, and Earlham's going to start their attack again, and they're going to drive forward, and there's going to be another yellow card. And it looks like it's going to be on Alma. Or at least there was a yellow card out. I don't see anyone headed to the bench, and they're going to keep playing. And Earlham had another free possession shot there, but they missed it. So Ray is going to try to get the ball back in. And she does. It's going to go out on the out of bounds line. It's going to go back into the crease behind the cage. And they're going to bring it forward a little bit, looking for someone to pass it off to, it looks like, is Cavalier. And it looks like they're going to try to restart their attack and go with a different game plan. And Benoit had a really good opportunity, but what a save for Becca Belcher. As it looks like Earlham's going to press up a little bit as they start to back away a little bit more. And it looks like they've been running a little bit of a zone press, a little bit more press in the second half so far. And Alma is going to get a great scoring opportunity after they received the feed into the it looked like it was at about the 8-meter mark and launched it right into the net area. And the Quakers are going to get possession, and they are already built up speed. That means Alma's going to have to catch up with them, and they're going to take it behind the cage. They're going to get a good scoring opportunity, and they take it and succeed with it. And that is going to be, I didn't see a number. Let's see who goes back for their stick. It's going to be number 8, and that again is going to be Rosekamp. And this is turning out to be quite the dogfight here with 15 minutes left as they're just exchanging goals at this point. And Alma is going to get the face-off so far. Alma has got 6 face-off wins so far tonight. And Alma's going to turn the ball over, and Earlham is going to start the quick attack. They're going to go up the left hash, back it back out. And Earlham's going to have to tighten up their defense a bit. They can't let Alma in front of the cage anymore tonight. And that was really good there by Earlham, and they're going to get on the, oh man, if they could have gotten that right there, that could have been a really good fast break and exactly what they needed to get a little bit more cushion in this game. And the thing here is Earlham has had plenty of opportunities. They just haven't been able to come on top of them and take advantage of them. And it looked like there that Meg Murphy was looking for a foul as her stick was knocked out of her hand from a poke check that hit her stick instead of the head, and they're going to stop play there for a foul. And starting the attack for Earlham is going to be number 8, yet again, Claudette Rosekamp, who's had such a great night tonight. And they're going to get right in front of the net, almost just over the crossbar. And what an opportunity again they had, and just inches away from being a 2-point game, but that's going to get it right back as Earlham comes right back into it, bulldozes into the field of play, and just launches it right under her feet. And referees are going to call it a good goal. That means it's going to be, a 2-point game now. And with only 12 minutes left to play, and right here for the draw, again, it looks like it's going to be Claudette Rosekamp. And Earlham's going to get control again. It's going to be Emma Lady, and they're going to get a nice position right there up in front, and just misses the opportunity. What a missed opportunity there. But they do have possession back, and this could lead them to yet another goal, and looked like they had another opportunity right there, but as two sticks collide, and that wasn't a pretty sound. And Alma's going to start their attack again. And their big thing is they want to get it inside right in front of them. Becca Belcher. That's where Earlham's demise has come from so far tonight. And it looks like they're going to give Alma a free position shot. And it looks like taking it is going to be number 21, Kennedy Hilly. And the defense yet again is going to stop the shot attempt from even happening. And they have been pretty solid on that tonight. They have not had any goals from that. And we spoke with the coach earlier this week, and according to them, that's something that often happens, is the free position shot goals. And it looks like we're trying to find a ball to play with here. All right, we are back, and it looks like Olivia Benoit is going to get a free position shot, and Earlham has stopped it yet again, and it's going to be Belcher that's going to inbound this one behind the cage in the crease. It's going to come up just on the right out of bounds line, and she's going to be pushed out of bounds, causing the ball to go back with Alma possession, excuse me. And the referee is going to stop play and give possession back to Earlham. And going off of the break is going to be number 9, Krista Kirk. And I think I could do without the rosters. They're yelling everything out for me down there. And number 8 is going to get a great opportunity, bounces off the crossbar. And wow, talk about a game of inches right there. And it's going to be a fight yet again for possession. Earlham's going to come away with it. And they've got to be careful right there, running with only one hand on the stick. There's not much control there, not that big, deep of a pocket to hold the ball in. Got to keep it real steady at that point. And right there you just see again the difficulty of trying to get the ball into your pocket without covering it up. Because as I mentioned earlier tonight, covering it up will result in not getting in change of possession. And that was a missed opportunity again, as it was a blocked shot by one of the players and not the goalie. 7:45 left in regulation. And with it being such a close game, overtime always in question for these games. And there will be overtime, and because lacrosse has never decided in a tie. And that's what's so good about lacrosse is you never have the and ones. You never have 8-8 and 1 to decide your playoff home. And Alma, beginning their attack again, is going to be from the 12-meter line. And it looks like Earlham's going to get just a perfect position. And it's going to be number 11, Maya Clagette, coming away with the steal. And it's going to be 8-team Emma Lady coming up the midcourt. And she is going to come back, and somebody is going to go down. And that was breaking someone's ankles if I've ever seen it. All right, well, while they're down on the field, we're going to go ahead and take a short timeout here in the box. You're watching Earlham Women's Lacrosse on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Scoreboard right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
At Earlham College, we all share something special.
We care about each other and the world we're building together.
We meet on the Heart, the center of campus, where we hang out and support each other's endeavors.
You won't find fraternities or sororities here. We value an inclusive community that embraces our individual and cultural differences.
Prepare to get involved. We are community builders,
status quo challengers,
and advocates for social change.
That's our community. That's Earlham.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
And we are back from the break here. And the Alma player got up and walked off the field with a little bit of assistance. So good news is she is okay, from the looks of it, okay, at least. But it is Earlham possession, and they had started the attack before we came back. And I'm not quite sure what they're doing now. Looks like they're setting up for another free possession shot. And the free possession passes you don't always see. And they're going to go straight to the pass, and they're going to try to overcome that. And it's going to be, yet again, number 18, Emma Lady. And she's been the person who's really been the go-to for this team with 6 minutes remaining, and that's going to put them up, if this stands, 9-6. And Earlham again starting the attack, getting the possession off of the face-off, or the draw, sorry. And it's going to be yet another score, and that's going to put Earlham up 10-6, pending official approval, of course. And, man, that is two back-to-back goals that really what the Quakers want after giving up, I think, 3 unanswered goals earlier. And I think that one of the teams called a timeout, which means we're going to take a timeout up here in the box as well. You're watching Earlham Women's Lacrosse on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham leads 10-6 right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Wish me luck, we've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
All right, we're back here in Richmond, Indiana. Earlham leads this one so far 10-6 with 5.5 minutes remaining in this one. And I want to thank the one lady that was able to, we'll get her name here in just a second, able to help us out with the flag incident we had just a moment ago. We're still trying to learn the game a little bit more up here. A little bit newer, I guess we could say. So I really do appreciate the help. And Earlham already back on the attack after the two quick goals. And they're going to go behind the cage. In the crease, they're going to try to work it back outside. They're going to try to bulldoze inside. And it looks like it's going to go back out to around the 15 or 20, going to go back inside the crease. Cindy get back inside, trying to bulldoze their way in, and they're going to retreat back. Restarting the attack will be number 8, and a player who has made a huge impact in this game is going to be Rosekamp. And stoppage of play is going to be called by the referee in your bottom right. And by the way, the name on that person who left a little bit of insight was Shelby Frazier. So thank you, Shelby. We really do appreciate it from all of us here at Radio Troy. And to get back to the action down on the field, it looks like it's going to be a free possession shot by Earlham. And Earlham has taken many different approaches to this, as they've taken it in top counter shoulder to what the glove is, and they're going to pass it back, and they're going to restart an attack. They're not going to take it straight in, as they have multiple times. And the ref is going to stop play again with only 4 minutes remaining. So you've got to think Alma's looking at this like, well, we can still come back from this, but we need 4 goals, a goal a minute. Quickly, yes. And Earlham, you got to think, they're just trying to chew some clock here. They got a 90-second shot clock. It's a minute and a half. If you get 2 of those, that's pretty much game. Yeah, I mean, anything can happen, but you got to think Belcher's been pretty solid at goal. And their defense has just been flat out incredible. There's no other way to put it. When you have someone who's not worked at goal that you know of, and she's only given up 6, I think I'd feel pretty comfortable going into next week. And this is not a bad Alma team by any means either, so if that tells you anything. And number 35 is going to try to bull rush her way inside. And she's going to be met on the right hash, and it's going to, I think the head ref is signaling for the free position shot, and that's what they're going to do. And taking this shot is going to be number 25, Ashley Hallman. And there again, you see Belcher. She's been pretty solid in goal. So, and that right there is really what you can't have if you're Earlham with only 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game here. Is you really need to keep the ball in your possession, because if you toss it out like that, then that gives. I thought I saw a flag go up, that's why I stopped there. But if you get the ball out of bounds or something, that gives Alma yet another opportunity that they really, really don't want to give. They want to keep those to themselves and keep the ball with themselves. And Alma's going to turn the ball over again. At least there's going to be a little bit of a scramble for it, and Belcher's going to come away with it, but I think we had a ref blow a whistle. And they're going to tell him to reset. So defensive sticks are going to go up, and Belcher's going to try to get it out as quick as she can. That's going to be Lady. She's sending it up to number 9. She's going to try to. The Ladies got to keep it as long as they can, to be honest. You got to think you have 65 seconds on the play clock, 2 minutes in regulation left. If you can keep it down to a minute, I think that'll pretty much wrap up the game. And Earlham trying to tighten up their defense a little bit, and they probably need to go ahead and stick with what they have been doing with sort of the mix between the man and press, or the press zone, I guess you could say. And they stopped play yet again, and that stops the clock, and that's bad news for the Quakers, but it's good news for Alma. They have a minute and 27 seconds left to try and finish off Alma and send them home. And you got to think this would not be an exciting bus ride if they came back and lost a man down the entire game with a goalie that's a defenseman. Ball's going to be behind the cage. They're going to bring it out. They're going to try to set something up in front of the cage here at the 8-meter mark, but there's not going to be anything there until just now. And that's going to be really good defense, and there's going to be nothing available there. 50 seconds left in regulation. And I think they can go ahead and put this down in the books. Maybe a goal or maybe more, as Alma's going to get the free possession shot here. And you got to think that she's going straight for that 5-hole, and she does, and she scores off of it. And I tell you what, Troy's lucky to have me. I can see the future. And 47 seconds left in regulation. Alma still down 3. Earlham leads 10-7. You can hear the student section chanting scoreboard, pretty much telling them that that goal doesn't matter. Try again next time. And so that's going to lead us back to the draw at midfield. And whistle's going to go off. Earlham, it looks like they're going to get control. And there's going to be yet another stoppage. And 30 seconds left. And you got to credit them. They're not giving up. They're still pressing, trying to get the ball back. Maybe a goal more, make it a little bit more of a respective score. Oh, man. These college student sections sometimes are the best if they can get them out here. All right, 9 seconds left in regulation. This is pretty much going to wrap it up here tonight, as it's going to be Emma Lady charging one more time. And she's just going to run the clock out. And that's going to be your final score right there. Earlham wins this one on the Wesley Bates Health Management scoreboard, 10-7. We are going to be right back with your final stats and wrap this one up pretty quickly. We'll be right back. You're watching Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
All right, we're back right here as you see the women. Well, I guess you don't see them there at the very tip of your screen there, celebrating this win. Definitely something to celebrate as you see your final score there. Earlham wins this one 10-7. And by the way, if you want, we're not going to worry about stats tonight. We're going to go ahead and get out of here a little bit early tonight. So if you want to see the final stats, they're going to be on goearlham.com, or you can go to the Earlham Athletics page, go to the women's lacrosse, look at the schedule. All those will be right there. The next time we will be here is when Muskegum comes down from Michigan. That one will be at 5 p.m. Pre-game, obviously, shortly before that. I want to thank you guys for joining us here tonight. And this has been a great game right here tonight on Radio Troy Digital Sports.